We're up.
We're up. Are we on?
I meant to. Yeah, we should be.
Well,
I mean, I'm seeing live here.
I see Live Out Loud.
Okay.
Live Out Loud.
Live Out Loud.
Live out loud.
all
I
right.
see
Hey,
LOL right now.
we,
We're LOLing all over the place.
are back with another show, Live Out Loud podcast.
Look, there we are.
There we are.
I think the
There
delay
we
is
are.
a little longer.
It just came on.
All right. So, anyway, Live Out Loud podcast. I'm Scott,
I'm Gary.
and we got Smurf over there in the corner, and
I have a camera.
you got a camera. Smurf,
I have a camera.
Smurf it out, Smurf.
I'm trying to.
There-
I'm all confused.
Wow. We are in a brand new studio.
It's a lovely studio, too.
This is really nice. This is way too nice for us.
That's
You
what
know,
that's what I told the owner, and he
and
said he insisted.
I feel like I should just spill some shit on the floor to make it feel like
No,
home or something.
nope.
The thing is, it's
Nope.
brighter, too, because you could see if I turn in a certain way, the bald spot shines.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm blind now.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. I got a bald spot, too. It's on my ass.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, we're back with our show. We've been gone for a little while, and there's a long sordid tale that goes with that we will not be sharing on air because there are certain legalities to it. And,
I
Mickey
pawned-
and I, the restraining order is
Yeah.
only temporary.
but we'll make it up to you.
We will make it up to you.
I pawned all the podcast
You
equipment.
pawned all your soul.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Smurf lost all the equipment in a
It was a
poker game.
horrible smurfing accident.
It was Papa Smurf outbid her. And,
Smurf accident. Oh.
Gary, let me ask you something. If you choke a Smurf, what color do they turn?
Oh boy!
That's one of Scott's curiosities right there.
All right.
Yeah, we
Start the
started
show
the
off.
show off with one of Scott's
We'll
curiosities.
go straight to it. Hey, listen. Today is Independence Eve.
Independence Eve, July
Why are you
3rd.
laughing?
Independence Eve.
It's a real thing.
Okay.
You got Christmas Eve. You got New Year's Eve. This is Independence Eve. Don't look at me like that. It's a thing.
I got nothing.
It is. It is. I usually call it July 3rd.
July.
That's what I like to call it, July 3rd.
I like to get fancy and call it the 3rd of July.
Oh jeez.
Oh, that's from your dad.
No,
Oh, your
Back with your
father.
dad. Your father would call it the 3rd of
Grandfather.
the
Oh my
7th month of 2019.
Yes, grandfather.
in the year of His Majesty 2019. All right, never mind. Anyway, tomorrow's 4th of July.
4th of July.
Yeah.
4th of July and it up.
And what are your plans?
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
He calls them fireworks, but it's just a house fire.
Yeah, his house is on fire.
I'm just going to take the back off my computer and stick a fork in there and just see what happens.
Yep, that's what I do
Get
every
some
4th of July.
fireworks. No. We're gonna. It's just Teresa and I. We got that. Kids are all out of town. Everybody's gone. We shipped them all away. They're gone in New Guinea or some god awful. I don't know where the hell they
Oh
are.
my gosh, that's
No.
Just shipped them off.
horrible.
No,
Not
the kids are all
spending
gone.
time
It's
with the
It's
kids.
just Teresa and I, and I think we're gonna do some pool time in the morning.
Ooh.
And then in the afternoon, I'm gonna cook out. And then in the evening, go watch fireworks, and that's going to be the day.
Well, I got a great idea for you to go
idea.
down.
It's got an
Oh
idea.
dear.
Stop
Oh
that.
dear, idea.
Stop that.
I
Stop that.
hit an idea with a
Stop
truck
that.
one time. The antlers went right through the windshield.
Stop that and pass the Buddha. Okay.
The Buddha.
Just stick it in a drawer, would you?
You could come down to Fort Lauderdale Beach.
Fort Lauderdale Beach.
that-
Fort Lauderdale Beach. Or the beach
That-
at Fort Lauderdale.
On the 4th of July.
And go see Brass Evolution.
What?
Brass Evolution is playing on Fort
that's
Lauderdale
those
Beach.
plumbers, right?
No. It is a
That's Super
wonderful
Mario
brass
Brothers.
band that I am involved in.
Now, wait a minute. Every time I talk to you, I say, you could play anything. Mm-hmm. And you say, I could play anything but like horns and brass instruments.
I leave the horns.
They put
I
you
leave
in
the
this
horns
band.
to the sick puppies.
Are you like that little goofball girl on the Partridge Family that they couldn't give her anything? She couldn't even fake an instrument. They just gave her a tambourine and made her stand in the corner.
No, I fake instruments all the time.
Ooh.
I do. I
No,
fake
seriously.
instruments all the time.
What are we looking at here? What
The Brass Evolution goes on Fort Lauderdale Beach at 4 o'clock, and they play for I think 2 hours. Tammy knows. See,
I'm glad
Is she your
Tammy knows.
manager?
over
Is she your
there.
manager now?
She is everything. Manager, love of my life, the correction maker.
All right, just a little secret.
She
Love
helped
of the
me
life should have been first. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well,
She helped me. She helped me spell Independence Day.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
see,
She's our,
and
no,
that's
she's our new
Tammy.
producer
correction
now.
maker. You see that?
Tammy is now our new producer. Smurf, you're out.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and then after we get done, Lee Greenwood is a Greenwood, right? Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA recorder, the guy that recorded God Bless the USA.
Oh yeah.
He is performing after us, right before the fireworks. They'll probably show the fireworks as he's singing God Bless the USA.
Is that the one where it's like? No, that's the other one I was thinking of.
What were you?
Proud to be an American.
Yes.
Is it the same song?
Yes.
Proud to be an American.
Or at least I know
I
I'm
wrote a
free.
song and I
Okay.
couldn't spell Argentina.
Oh.
Is that what the song is? Or something like that? Yeah.
Something like that.
All right. No, that's cool.
Only in Argentina, he released Proud to be an Argentinian.
So you're in this band, Brass Evolution.
Brass Evolution.
Now, this is now band number like
Brand.
pi.
This is
The
the
brand
third
band.
band. This is one of 3 bands that I'm in right now.
All right. So you've got the Long Run.
The Long Run,
You've got the
the Wolfpack
the
band.
Wolfpack, and now you've got Brass Evolution.
Brass
Do
Evolution.
other guys like kind of float between bands like you in some of these, or are you the only floater?
No, actually,
It's a serious question.
John Tillman sometimes plays with Brass Evolution and sometimes plays with Wolfpack. But as far as that, yeah, I'm the only floater.
Well, no, John is great. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always good to see him show up someplace because you know you're going to get some really good accordion playing. No, I'm kidding. John,
Yeah,
I'm
mostly
kidding.
he plays bar
John,
mitzvahs.
you know, great guitar player. What a funny guy too.
Funny guy.
But so, what kind of music are you looking at for? Because I know what you got with the Long Run. It's Eagles tribute.
Okay, with
and
Brass
with
Evolution.
the other guys with the Wolfpack, it's a lot of like everything from Steve Winwood to Chicago and kind of like that really classic.
Steely Dan. It's like yacht. It's called
Oh,
yacht
the Yacht Rock.
Remember?
We already went
Remember
over
I said
this.
that?
That's
Okay.
right.
Yacht
That's right.
Rock,
I'm glad
that's
he reminded me. I was
right.
trying to explain Canoe Rock to somebody the other day, and I knew I had it wrong.
Canoe Rock, that's punk.
That's for people who can't afford Yacht Rock.
I try. Well, it's
I got a
part of-
Raft Rock.
Brass Evolution is like Chicago and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and it's all horn. Horn driven music.
Oh, do you got that? Do you do that Blood, Sweat, and Tears song? What? I'm not scared of dying, and I don't really care.
Nailed
I
it.
think so. I think they do that, don't they? Yeah, Jeff sings it. Jeffrey sings
oh, okay.
it. Jeffrey James Harris.
Nice.
He had to ask his
Okay.
manager.
All right, so anyway, 4 o'clock, Fort Lauderdale Beach. If you're listening to us up in like Ohio, start driving now.
Yes.
Because it's going to take
You
a little
might
while.
just make it. You
Yeah.
might just make it.
That sounds good. Let me talk to Therese. Tammy going to be out there? Oh, great. Okay, well, maybe let me talk to Therese. Maybe we can make our way down to Fort Lauderdale. It's probably going to be a madhouse down there this weekend, though.
Yeah. It will be. But, if you get there early enough, you could. Getting out of there is going to be crazy.
Yeah, well, I'll just move in.
Me, I would probably leave after we get done playing. See the fireworks. I'll go on top of a building at
That's
Century Village and
That's what
and
most
watch the
musicians
fireworks.
want is people to leave after they're done playing, not in the
After
middle
we're
of.
done playing. Lee Greenwood, I do apologize, but the traffic getting out of there will be crazy.
Unless you're going to stay for the fireworks there and do all of that, but
Right.
we like to go. We're going to sit in the parking lot of a mall and watch fireworks.
Which is a great idea.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a great idea.
It's BB&T Center is across the street from the mall, and instead of getting into the BB&T Center with all the crowds and everything, we just park there. We sit. There's a little pond there, and it's like we just set our chairs up and we watch the fireworks. We don't have to deal with all the the,
As soon as
what
the
do they call those
finale is
things?
done.
Oh yeah, people don't have to deal with that.
Right.
Just enjoy the fireworks and stuff. But that
That's
sounds
right,
great.
Or the
That sounds
smoke or
great.
anything like that. And then once the finale is over, boom, right in your car and out the door.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
Yeah.
But what
That's
that
always the
usually
plan.
means is you better have a cooler and like
You better camp. You better be
some
camping.
stuff in your car because you're going to get in your car and you're going to sit for 3 hours.
Right. But you start packing that car
Yeah.
right when the fireworks are going, and then as soon as that finale is done, if you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the finale, you are in traffic for hours.
I once had to fly into the area on 4th of July evening.
Well, you're-
And I was able to watch multiple fireworks from the plane.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
It was so cool.
That's pretty cool.
I'm glad
Yeah.
your arms didn't get tired. 'Cause
I said from a plane.
yeah, I was
plane,
trying to make the
you're
joke
too late
before
for
you
that.
finished.
Smurf, you are so rusty. This is. I hope you're amusing yourself because it ain't happening anywhere else. All right.
I'm super
So-
amused right now.
Where were we?
Where were we? 4th of July. All right,
4th
so
of July.
you got music going on, but are you doing anything
music
else? Is
going
there
on.
anything else you're doing? You got any peoples or things to do, you guys?
I just have one person I'll be concentrating on, and after the music is over, and that's it. Then a nice, peaceful evening after the whole chaos.
I
at
thought you were about to
Fort
say
Lauderdale Beach.
peaceful, easy feeling, and I was like,
No, that's the other
you
band.
gotta back
That's
away
the other
from
band. No.
Yeah, that's the other band.
Oh boy.
This one will be Saturday in the Park on when it's not a Saturday,
One of my favorite songs ever.
which is what they do it.
Yeah.
Saturday in the Park. It's a good band. A nice horn section. I'd love a horn section in a band. They're called the Sick Puppies. You could relate.
The Sick Puppies.
Yeah. You're a
I can-
sick puppy too.
I could find.
See that?
Always.
See what I'm doing there?
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. I want to be on the other side of the table, please.
No, you
puppies.
don't. No, you don't. This is where we need to be.
This is exactly where we
This
should
is
be.
where we need to be. We
this
haven't been here
We love
in-
this. Now, before we go too far, I want to send a shout out. First of all, big thank you to Smurf. Because we've been in a situation where we haven't been able to be on the air where we want to be on the air at the time. We are having our own studio built right now. But in the meantime, this studio is absolutely gorgeous. And Smurf helped put it together that we can use the studio for a couple of shows while we're getting things going. So we're not going to be on all the time. We're going to be on a lot more than we have been, which has been zero. So
Can we
Yeah,
name the
to
studio?
start.
Can we name the studio?
Oh, this
Send out
one?
a shout out to the studio.
Oh, this
here?
is Studio 4028.
4028, folks.
My buddy Ryan, who owns the place,
Hey, Ryan.
was more than happy to let us use it and get back into the swing of things.
And he's not happy right now because he's driving an Ultima and his BMW is in the shop.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have him happy
But-
about something.
Good news. I heard that they had a replacement for him. So just before we went on air, he took off with the Altima to trade it in for a rental BMW.
Ah, good.
he's going to show up. There's going to be a Prius sitting there.
There is a Prius sitting there.
You know what? Now that we're throwing his stuff out, this will be the last time we'll be in this podcast studio.
Yeah. No, thank you to Ryan and 4028
Yeah, Studio 4028.
Studio 4028,
Part of Broadcast Beat.
part of Broadcast Beat, and we definitely, want to thank him. And Live Out Loud is grateful. We're grateful that
Live
we've
Out
had a
Loud
lot of
lives
people.
again.
We've had a lot of people asking about us that we haven't been around, and we want.
That's just people we owe money to.
Yeah, well, we don't answer those calls.
Those are all my creditors. Oh, I'm
Yep.
sorry. I just realized my mic was on.
Yeah.
I was rustling around
Yeah.
over
No,
here with
it's
my
fine.
hat.
It's fine. And, just, I found a way to get away from the creditors, but from now on, you have to call me Judy Finkel. I changed my name. So, anyway, 4th of July. 4th of July, you're going to go out, you're going to have a good time. And whether you're going to go down to the beach and watch the Brass Monkeys. No, I'm
Brass
sorry.
Evolution with
Brass
the Sick
Evolution. The Brass Evolution, Sick Puppies. And,
I think they were called something monkey.
The Chunky Monkeys?
No,
That's
they were called Brass Monkeys or something
Brass
like that.
Monkey,
I
you
forgot.
Chunky Monkey.
It
That
was-
Funky Monkey.
There's an old saying about, it's so cold you could freeze the balls off a brass monkey.
Yeah.
You know what that's a reference to.
No, Judy, tell me.
Shit,
That
there
one
we
got
go.
me.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, cannonballs used to rest on this brass plate with divots in it, and on a ship, they would stack the cannonballs. So did you ever
Right.
see how cannonballs are stacked on like an old ship?
Yeah, yeah,
It
like
was,
a pyramid.
It was actually, they called
Right.
that the brass monkey because it was made of brass and because it was easy to work with, and they'd stack the cannonballs on this. But when it got really cold, the brass would contract and the cannonballs would fall. It would just like pop right out.
Oh,
So they
boy.
would say it would freeze the balls off of a brass monkey.
Ah, you see that? You heard
So
it first from
there's-
Judy Finkel.
There's something.
Judy Finkel.
You heard it first, Judy Finkel. You think you'll live that
That's
down?
entirely my
No.
fault. I'm not going to live that down.
That's the end. That's the
All
end
right.
of it.
So, what is the number one food on 4th of July? Number one food.
Barbecue.
Well, barbecue is the number one way to eat.
Oh, so what is the number one food on that barbecue plate?
Yeah. What is the number one food that people eat on 4th of July?
I would say ribs. Oh no! It's American. A hamburger.
Hot dogs.
Oh, hot dogs.
Hamburger comes in
You
a
see,
close
that's
second.
why. That's why I go to Tammy for answers.
Did you just get
she-
that from her?
No,
Because I know she had it right.
She said hot dog. I said hamburgers.
Yeah. Hot dogs.
But we still
Tammy.
get along.
Tammy, we have another microphone. You're more than
we still
welcome
get
to join
along.
in on the conversation. It's nice and comfy over there.
Approximately 150 million hot dogs will be consumed tomorrow. 150.
Don't you think you ought to back off a
Yeah.
little bit?
Slow down.
Just at my house.
It's like a vacuum cleaner.
No, I'm actually, I am having hot dogs tomorrow. I'm not having all 150 million. I'm probably just having 140
150?
million.
Oh,
But 150 million hot dogs.
That's a lot of buns.
That's a lot. Now,
a
when
lot
you
of
think
buns.
but
about
here's the thing.
what?
You have 150 million hot dogs and only 140 million buns. Because the packs coming.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they always screw that up,
don't
right?
match the hot
I
dogs.
had to
right.
explain that too much.
It's just flew well, landed poorly.
Damn it.
They actually have hot dog eating contests
On 4th of July?
on 4th of July.
Do they?
Joey Chestnut is the current champion. 72 hot dogs.
In how long?
I think
how
it's
much
like
time?
10 minutes or something
Oh,
like
come
that.
on. I do that. I do that as a snack.
72.
Oh, yeah.
Our next show, we're going to watch Smurf explode.
Okay.
That's right. You can't see the bottom half of her, so.
Ooh.
There's 72
'Cause I'm
hot
not
dogs.
wearing
Now,
pants.
I will eat 3 or 4 hot dogs.
In one sitting?
Yes. Wouldn't you?
I could.
Are you not
I
a hot dog guy?
I might be able to do 2 Nathan's hot
Wait, wait.
dogs.
You're more of like a burger boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a
yeah.
burger
but,
guy.
But I like a good, well done Nathan's hot dog.
Yeah, well
Nothing
done.
better. Nothing better.
I mean, well done.
I mean, well done. Almost charred to where, with a little bit of Nathan's sauerkraut on top.
A hot dog is not ready
And no
until,
mustard.
until it splits.
No, yeah.
Right? Do you agree?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
It's
right.
Got, it's got
got
pop.
to split.
And it
Yep.
makes a
What?
noise.
Oh, my
Here's what I want to do. When you put them on the grill, yeah, I know it.
Could you do the pop
Excuse
again?
me, little schmutz. My word. If you put your hot dogs on the grill tomorrow, 4th of July, I want you to put your face like right up next to them, and you'll hear them like that. And then when you get the 3rd-degree burns taken care of, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know.
Right.
But yeah, no, they got to split. But
Yeah.
Nathan's, people like Nathan's, and we're not going to endorse any particular brand, but I like hot dogs from Syracuse, New York. Hoffman's.
Hoffman's. I never heard of Hoffman's. I like.
Hoffman's. The only place they'll sell it is at stores called Wegmans, but they don't have any down here. There's one up in Tampa, and Publix does sell Hoffman hot dogs. They're a little more expensive, but they're probably the best hot dog on the planet.
I will have to try Hoffman's because I like Nathan's and Hebrew National because they answer to a higher source.
Nathan's.
What, Nabisco? I'm sorry.
Right.
Do they really? I mean,
Nathan's.
okay,
Oh.
They do. They answer to a higher source. It's kosher.
it's
Did you ever see that commercial way back when Uncle Sam was standing there and they were explaining the Hebrew National hot dogs, and then he actually takes one and he bites into one.
I
Do you remember that?
No,
You remember it now?
I don't
Because
remember
answer
what
to
they
a higher
said.
Source.
Yes,
Kosher.
that's right. And then, but they did have they did have that.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Apparently.
And it was
What? Oh, jeez. I
kosher.
It was kosher.
I have a camera for your bald
What's
spot.
kosher
You just
about
let me
your head?
know. I have a camera bald spot.
Well,
Here, I'll put it up right now.
No.
No.
We can keep it. We can keep the bald spot off. These
No.
people that are watching need their eyesight.
Some mystery is probably good in life. Let's let that one go. Okay.
It's the monk.
So 150 million hot dogs. They will spend 150 million dollars on watermelon.
Oh my God.
Watermelon, absolutely on
That's 4th of
Independence
July.
Day. Yep.
You got to have watermelon because when they signed the Declaration of Independence, they
Here we
had
go.
hot dogs and watermelon. It was Nathan's, as a matter of fact. No.
Coney Island. How far back does Coney Island go? Coney Island go back 200 years, maybe.
What?
So,
Okay.
what you just said. What is it you just said? There's
$150 million spent on watermelon.
wow.
All in all,
That's a
That's
lot
a
of
lot
watermelon.
of hot dogs. Oh.
based
That's
on
a
what
watermelon.
based on what was spent in the trends from last year and the year before and stuff, Americans will spend $6.9 billion on food for this one day. $6.9 billion.
That's a lot of watermelon. A lot of pit spitting.
That's
Pit spitting.
Pit spitting.
Little bit of pit spitting.
that's like enough to decorate Michael Jackson's living room. Was what he used to spend.
Wow. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of food. But everybody's off, so there's nothing to do but eat.
That's the thing.
I love to eat. It
Eat?
is my favorite hobby.
Eat and fireworks. That's
And
now
music.
If you could
And
eat
music.
fireworks, you just solve all your problems.
Oh yeah.
And it would be very entertaining for your guests.
It's it's the equivalent of pop rocks and soda.
yeah. It was,
Makes your stomach explode apparently.
Now-
No, it makes you very burpy.
in all seriousness, people already, it's not even the 4th yet. Those of you who are watching the recording of this, this is the 3rd. This is the day before the 4th. But people already, last weekend,
It's Independence Eve.
it's Independence Eve.
That's
Oh my
right,
God,
Judy.
that's not a thing.
That's right. People have already injured themselves with fireworks.
Oh Jesus.
It's not even the 4th yet.
oh no.
Testing out.
You bring
Things
these
yet.
suckers home, and the kids are like, "Oh, I can't wait till the 4th. I got to try some now." And,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So now it's like it's June 28th, and people are setting them off. Just. But anyway,
Yeah, driving
so be
home.
careful.
Driving home after fireworks could be kind of dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
People throwing cherry bombs under cars and
Cherry barbs.
Cherry-
Cherry bob.
boy, nothing gets
Cherry
past you
bombs.
guys.
Do they still
I am
call them cherry
tired.
bomb? We used to have what we called M80s, which was a quarter,
M80s.
quarter
Oh my
stick
Yep.
of dynamite.
God.
Yep.
You just that's the ones that blew up toilets back in your day.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I used to pop cherry bombs in the toilets. So I'm tired.
I didn't waste them on toilets. I blew up Smurfs.
All right, Gargamel,
Those little
relax.
blue bastards went all over the place. Let me tell you.
Welcome to the Smurf Show.
All right, I don't need anybody's sass over here.
Okay. Busiest travel day of the year is today.
Busiest
July
travel day.
Really?
July 3rd is the heaviest travel
Yep,
day
yep,
of
yep.
the year.
Oh, you know what?
As a JetBlue employee, ex-JetBlue employee, I can vouch for that.
Can you
I
travel-
can say Scott's curiosity is correct.
40 million people will travel today. I mean, travel more than 50 miles. That's the
Yeah.
traveling 20 miles is not traveling. More than 50 miles. 40 million people, and they were all on the turnpike with me when I was trying to get to the studio today. All 40 million of those sons of bitches were in front of me,
That was
driving slow.
Yeah, that's why I called you.
good. So what about Christmas Eve?
No.
That's very.
People
that's a
don't fly on
little-
Christmas Eve.
Well, what about
They
the
don't- they-
what about
they
the
get more-
eve of Christmas
They
Eve?
don't,
Here's
they don't
the
fly on
deal.
Christmas either. On Christmas is one of the slowest travel
Oh,
days.
that makes sense.
One of the
'Cause
deals.
you're already there.
The deal is people don't take a lot of time off for the 4th. Not like Thanksgiving where you take a few extra days off, or Christmas you take a few extra days. The 4th is really about one day. You don't do extended, although this year it's falling on a Thursday, so people might
You
be taking
might-
Friday
yeah.
off. But everybody's working on Wednesday, and they got to travel Wednesday to get there. So that's why you can't really spread 4th of July out to a whole week unless you're going to do like a family vacation.
Yeah,
That's not the same as Christmas. Christmas, you spend a lot more time off of work.
well, it doesn't land on a Saturday except for every 6 years.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
What about when they have one of those leper years?
It's a leap year.
Leap years.
That's what I was saying. That's why I said
Leap years,
leap year.
leper years,
So
whatever.
leap year takes care of one of those years. Or does that make it? Yeah, that makes it. 6 years.
The Leo Pleurodon.
I was going to say 8 years, but
What's
my
happening?
mathematical mind worked, and I also looked at Tammy for a second. She shook her head.
And
No.
his bald spot grew 3 sizes that day because you thought too hard.
If Gary
Sorry.
seems smarter than normal today, it's because he's coaching from Tammy.
That's right. It's the first time she's been here for the podcast.
Tammy's
So.
like,
I need to get Therese in here. The two of them just need to be off camera, just directing us on
And
what
then
to do
you
and
just
say.
might like the show.
Oh my God, they're not morons.
They're just pretending to be. You notice we don't have the Beetle cups today because if you look right here, it says, please, no food or drink in this area.
we're living
hold on, let me
we're
have a
living-
drink.
Okay. Sorry, Ryan. Oh, God. I was so...
Sorry.
Sorry, Ryan, for the blatant breaking of rules, and we left the plaque on the desk.
But this is fun. We're back.
Yes, we are back. We
We
are back.
are back.
This is we are still, now I guess we ought to do this. I mean, we're still all about being clean and sober and being responsible, living a good life, being happy. Where is the
See,
camera?
that's where I was going.
Oh, I'm
it's
so
right
sorry.
There.
It is up here.
Right
I've been
up
looking at
there.
this camera over here. What does that do?
That's his bald spot. Because I didn't realize.
You know, I think we've heard enough about my bald spot.
You're the one that
I
keeps
think that
mentioning
we
it to me.
no,
All right.
I think I hear Smurf voice keep mentioning bald spot.
All right, so now that's where the camera is. I've been looking at this one over here.
Yeah.
People are probably like, what the hell's up in the corner over
Well,
there?
No,
it was
look.
going to be yours, and then I had
Scott, everybody, Judy,
Finkel.
Finkel.
All right. What the hell was I just saying? Oh,
We were talking about addiction.
we're
and
still
if
about
you
being clean and
have
sober.
an addiction.
Yes. Now, if you or someone you care about does have a problem with alcohol or drugs, please get them some help. If you think you might have a problem, or if you know you have a problem and you've had a hard time finding help, or maybe it hasn't worked in the past, don't give up. I want you to call our addiction specialist. Her name is Karen. Karen's got a lot of knowledge in this area. Her number, 786-514-0893.
Right off the top of his head.
I'll tell you one more time, 786-514-0893. If you give Karen a call, if you're concerned about somebody that you care about, or if you're concerned about yourself, talk to her. We have treatment options available. We can help you out. Pretty soon we're going to be really showing you some really, really nice places that might offer you some help and some different things like that. But give us a call. There are treatment options available for you. There is support systems available for you. Don't stop from calling because you're concerned. I don't have insurance. I don't have money. I don't have the call, because there are options out there.
Don't stop from calling because you think you're going to betray somebody, because you're not betraying them. You're saving their lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like to say, and I've said it before, if you're walking along, you see somebody drowning, I mean, walking away and saying, it's not my problem, it's not my business, that's not the right way to be. The only way we're ever going to beat this problem with addiction and this problem with alcoholism, the opioid crisis, and all those things going on, is if everybody gets involved. Everybody, we have to start caring about, looking out for, and helping each other.
Yep.
I feel like there should be some sort of kumbaya song going on with that.
I can.
You can hum something.
It's Independence Eve, so keep talking. Go ahead.
Oh, here we go.
So here's what I want you to do. I want you to get up off that sofa. I want you to get up out of that car. I want you to get up and walk over to your phone. I want you to pick up the phone, and I want you to dial 786-514-0893. That's where you're going to get help. Why did I go into a southern accent when I was doing that?
Because I'm humming Highway to Hell.
Get up. You can walk without that chair.
I'm also humming Highway to Hell. So
You switched to Highway to Hell?
yeah, I switched to Highway to Hell.
Every time, yeah, great.
Perfect.
I'm humming
Walk without that
AC/DC
chair.
on
I got some poor bastard in a wheelchair who's like, you son of a bitch.
I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking, addiction. I'm AC/DC. Kind of matches, you know.
So why do we celebrate on the 4th? Let's go back to our the Independence Day. Why do we celebrate on the 4th?
Because that's when the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Nope.
Yes and no.
It wasn't signed on that day.
It was signed by 2 people on the 4th. Everyone else signed it in August.
Yeah.
But it was still signed on that
Yes.
day.
Oh, okay.
It was John Hancock and some other guy that I've never heard of before. Pasquale G. Bacigalut. No, that's not him.
Judy Finkel.
I had his name here somewhere, but
He doesn't have the name. Oh, I was going to do a whole bit.
a whole bit of what?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. You never got nothing. You got nothing. No, yeah, it was only signed by 2 people, you know, John Hancock being one of them. The rest of them signed it later on, but they actually decided and ratified it on the 2nd and said yes to the document. Yes to the Declaration on the 2nd of July.
Ratified?
Not ratified. That was the wrong word.
I was about to say, they can't be making changes after people already signed it.
No, they didn't sign it yet.
Yes, you said that there were only 2 people that signed on the 4th, and the rest were signed in August.
I really, really wish I could disconnect your
Was it
microphone
the
right
August?
now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Bye.
anyway, no, but they did something, and they wanted. There was a bunch of people, including Benjamin Franklin, who said we should celebrate on the 2nd. Of course, Benjamin Franklin was 70 years old at the time.
He was looking for days to.
He was
to
a guy
survive,
who was
right.
saying, "Oh, the turkey should be our national bird." yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, let's get a bird that can't fly. I mean,
Right.
come on. So we ended up with the bald eagle, which turns out is like a scavenger bird.
Oh, just like
You realize that, right?
Americans.
No, I didn't know that.
Scavenging off of people.
The
and,
bald
and
eagle.
they're basically found in Alaska.
Yeah, the bald eagle, which is a majestic bird.
And
There's
as far
actually
away
a bald
from-
eagle nest. There's a beautiful bald eagle nest in Boca.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there is. There is. It's near the Sawgrass Expressway in Boca. It's actually
an
Deerfield
actual-
Beach, more Deerfield Beach. But there's an actual, there's a nest there. But anyway, the bald eagle is a scavenger. It eats dead things and is a garbage hunter. It doesn't go out and kill like some other eagles or hawks or other birds. But it was because of the majestic looking, and I'm going to say this, I think we were still so kind of romanticized in the whole English thing. We were the white powdered wigs and all that stuff. The white head of the bald eagle, I think they assumed it was a royal bird.
Look how serious you look. Right
I'm
now.
telling you right
look
now.
So serious.
So
man.
into it.
Yeah.
America basically comes from English heritage,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
And it's a cool looking bird, but it's like one step from a vulture is what it is.
It was a.
But this is the guy. This is the
Okay.
guy when you're passing around a birthday card at work for
It's like
somebody.
Major John Hancock.
And you
Yeah, John
got
Hancock.
25 people in the office, and you all say, "Sign this card for Bobby," you know, and you pass around the card, and the first one writes in big bubble letters and puts hearts all over it and all this, and you're like, they left no room for anybody else.
Right.
Okay,
That's a John
56,
Hancock. That is a typical John Hancock.
That is why we stopped giving you the card.
56. Yeah, really. I'm John Hancock. I'm the John Hancock of
he's
birthdays.
Hancocking it up.
Every time I look at a card that's got signed, it's right there in big old letters.
Yeah.
Judy Finkel.
Judy, that's it. But somewhere,
that one got me.
don't you think that, on July 4th, I think that's why he did it. He's like, I'm going to sign this. Nobody's here. I could write it really big. And then when they go sign it in August, they're going to look at it and say, damn it, Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah, they called him Johnny.
56 of us have to sign it. You got people having to scribble in a little corner down there.
And people will look at it and see his name first.
The key
Yeah.
writers are on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
We had to go into the letter.
100 people were supposed to sign it.
Actually,
But thanks to Johnny.
if you want to know the real truth, I know the real truth. You see, John Hancock was maintenance.
He was
And they finished writing the Declaration of Independence, and everybody left. They said, okay, well, let's make sure that everybody's here when we sign it. So everybody left. John Hancock came in to, dump
It's
the
like, oh,
garbage
look at this
cans,
piece of paper.
He went, oh, look at this. Wait a minute. This is the Declaration of Independence.
That's right.
I'm
This
gonna
is my
declare
chance
that
to
I'm
go down in
independent.
history. And he signed his name. and everybody said, "Do you know who this John Hancock is?"
Why did they use a red crayon? Why? No? I just trying to make a bit.
We can't fix it. He signed in a Sharpie.
Yeah. It's too late now.
The very first Sharpie.
It was,
Yeah, I used an eagle's feather.
Yeah. He used the other end. It wasn't the quill bit. It was the feather bit. Oh, sorry.
yeah, but anyway, so we ended up with the 4th of July, which actually works because it would suck to celebrate the 4th of July on July 2nd because it wouldn't make sense if we said, hey, what's today? The 4th of July. What's the date? July 2nd.
The 2nd of July. It just doesn't have the same ring as the 4th.
It's like it's so
The
convenient
2nd.
that they celebrate Cinco de Mayo on the 5th of May. It's just convenient.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
It wouldn't have made any sense if it was in December. I'm just saying.
I just get
Cinco de
5
Mayo.
jars.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't speak Spanish.
When you went,
I just get 5 jars of mayo on Cinco de Mayo.
no habla español, señor. All right. So anyway, that's the deal. Independence Day. Eat a lot of hot dogs. We're not going to talk about what's in hot dogs.
No, let's not talk. Because then
No.
there will be only 13 million.
Dang,
No.
he's like giving me daggers the
I
whole
don't
show.
want to know. People try to tell me. Do you know what's in that thing? No.
Do you know what
I
you're
don't
putting in
care.
your body?
I don't care.
That's
Wow.
Well said.
something good's coming out. Just wait a second. Wait for it.
Here it
Something
comes.
good's coming out because when you're eating a hot dog, nothing good's going down.
Knowing what's in a hot dog
Did it.
is knowing what's in a hot dog is like going out for a burrito dinner with the love of your life, then following her into the bathroom. You just don't want to know some things.
All right.
Now you got me?
That was a little.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Some things,
Because
just let it go.
some things you just
I don't
think
want to know
people
what's in a
don't
hot
do.
dog.
like a Twinkie? I don't want to actually. I know it's petroleum jelly, but don't tell me the rest. I'm still gonna eat
Petroleum
it.
jelly is not
Yeah.
in a Twinkie.
Yeah, they put Vaseline.
They do not put Vaseline in a Twinkie.
Please leave in the comments below. I would like to know. I'm pretty sure it was. That's why they survived like the nuclear holocaust.
What kind of sick ass Twinkies have you been eating?
Oh,
The
you're
one-
talking about Family Guy.
No.
But
They survived in
the-
Zombieland too. There's a movie Zombieland. The guy wanted Twinkies super
Yeah.
bad. Sorry, this anyway, Independence Day was a movie with Will Smith and it had aliens.
So, for your information, folks, if there is a nuclear holocaust, cover yourself with petroleum jelly.
And Twinkies. So you have something to eat later.
Wow. But no matter what you do, do it sober.
Do it sober. And if you can't do it sober, call Karen.
Do it sober.
That would be the only way I would cover myself in Twinkies, is if I was sober. That's how I would survive.
So
Sorry.
it's all right.
I like spat everywhere too.
Yeah, you, do not look at. There's a sneeze guard on her equipment. Did you see that?
Yeah, there
Okay.
is.
It's like the salad bar.
There is, it's like a salad bar.
Big Boy, TJ Big Boys there. All right.
Why is that there?
It looks cool.
Oh,
We're actually
okay.
talking
It
about
doesn't
putting the
look-
key.
I've
okay.
never seen that.
Don't say that. Ryan's letting us use this place.
No, it looks cool,
It
but
looks
it's a
great.
sneeze guard.
Well, we're gonna put the keyboard and mouse up here, so I don't have to keep doing this.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense.
All right. So anyway, 4th of July. We hope everybody has a happy, safe one. And again, this is a big day. People go out and they drink and they do stupid things and they party. Don't do it. As a matter of fact, why don't you make this Independence Day independence from your addiction? How's that?
Right. You can have a
Ooh,
great
that's a
time
good one.
sober.
That's right. You can. As a matter of fact, there's so much more. You know, all those years that I spent, and I'm a little honest moment here. All those years that I spent drunk on these holidays, that I spent like focused on I never saw fireworks. The closest thing I saw was the stars I saw when I fell and hit my head.
Right.
You know, I didn't see fireworks. I didn't spend time with my kids. I didn't spend time with my family. I might have been there, but I wasn't there. I missed so much. And now I can't imagine missing out and letting addiction win. I just can't imagine that anymore. I don't want people to have to suffer through that.
Right. If you're out there and you're listening to this, let's try to make this an Independence Day that you're going to remember on July 5th.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was confused. I was
I
like,
know it took me a minute.
July 5th?
I look July 5th. Wait a minute.
Don't kill that
Wait.
serious moment.
No, that was you
Don't
got us
you
No,
both
you
on
did
that
serious
great.
one.
moment.
You did great. It was me.
It was good.
Don't
Me and
you
Scott.
kill that serious
One
moment.
last time, if you have a problem, call Karen 786-514-0893. We're going to be coming to you with more Live Out Loud podcasts in the future. We're not sure what our schedule's going to be, but we will be posting on our Facebook page.
Yes, I'll be more active.
Yes, we'll be more active because we are coming back.
We're coming back.
And again, I want to thank Smurf and Ryan for helping us out and giving us studio space in the meantime while we get our own stuff together. What?
Could we have a couple of Scott's Curiosities?
I was just going to say, before I get into that, was there anything you wanted to add about, because we've been away for a little while. Do you want to?
I want to add some of Scott's Curiosities.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, where's our intro for Scott's Curiosities? We've had all this time off. You guys have not gotten me an intro yet.
Well, I had an idea.
That's
Okay. I
Boy,
had
that sounds
an idea
familiar.
where it would go something
I
like,
wrote that.
where it was kind of like a jingle, where it's just like Scott's Curiosities, and then it would go right into it. It'd be like a stinger.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So Gary, you and
You
I.
do?
No. No. But she's got the board right now in control of my mic. So, yeah, I love it. Great job, Smurf. Okay. You got to tell her nice things once in a
I'm a
while.
little heartbroken.
Actually, I do
I
like
was-
the concept. I
I
do like.
was
She
working
opened the-
on that till the end. That whole thing, I wrote it down. It looks like Beethoven's room. I just have papers everywhere.
Oh
And
no,
I
it was great. She
working
opened up the
so
door
hard.
earlier, and I hadn't seen her in so long. It was a joy. It was nice. It was like, hey, damn, Smurf. I almost said her.
Oh, you almost said her real
I
name.
almost said her real name.
No.
Witness protection program. We hide Smurfs in this program.
Yeah, from Gargamel.
Gargamel's after him.
Yeah. And what was the cat?
What?
Gargamel's cat. He had a name.
I don't know. Garfield.
Smeagol. Oh.
Smeagol. All right. Scott's Curiosities. Dum, 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 dum.
Is that what you
That's
want
all-
instead?
that was
No, I want
original.
I want your idea. I actually like
okay.
that.
Let's do harmonies, Gary and I.
Scott's.
I don't. Well, not right now. We need to practice.
Why do you have to
No, let's
practice?
just try it. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Scott's
Curiosities.
Curiosities.
Yeah, we need to practice.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by
Actually, we were in unison except for that last note,
Yeah.
which was totally off.
brought to you by the Music School for the Deaf. We appreciate that.
Well, Mozart would be
Performed
very...
in the key of
Oh,
off.
wait, was it Beethoven? Beethoven.
Beethoven
Yes.
would be thrilled. He'd write
That
it
was
out.
a lot closer to Beef Oven. All right.
I like beef oven,
Beef
personally.
oven. All right, Scott's Curiosities. Here we go.
Why do they nail down lids of coffins? I just
So
I
nobody
gotta-
can come in and steal their ties.
It's the impending zombie apocalypse.
Oh.
I want
It's not to
cement
keep
block on
people
me.
in, it's to keep people out.
See?
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
wait.
there is
It's the
my
opposite of
there's
what I was
my
thinking.
answer.
All right.
Let's move on. That was a good answer.
All right. I'm not sure if I brought this up before. If you ate pasta and then antipasta, would you be hungry more? Would you be empty? If you,
No,
if
the
you had a plate of pasta
antipasta-
and then some antipasta, would you be empty then?
No, the antipasta is pasta that you give first. You know, it's the first thing that you when you ante in a poker game,
Oh, you ante up.
you ante up.
Oh,
Now I
my
got
God,
you.
that makes so...
Well, I just had to ask because I went to school and I actually majored in psychology, but minored in reverse psychology, so I didn't learn shit.
oh, boy.
If you take an Oriental person and spin him around a bunch of times, does he become disoriental?
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Was that wrong?
All right, that's coming out of the final act.
No, that's not a racist thing.
It's
That
not.
is a play
It's just
on words.
Unfortunate.
No, that's a play on words. That was very good.
Okay.
I thought that was good.
If peanut butter cookies are made from peanut butter, what are Girl Scout cookies made from?
Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh.
What?
If they have thin mints, where are the fat mints?
Well, corn oil's made from corn. Vegetable oil's made from vegetables. What's baby oil made from? I'm just asking. These are my curiosities. No answer for that one. Why? Why? Why?
It's a letter.
Why? Why do people go to big cities? And they get into the tall buildings in the big cities, and they go all the way up, and they usually got to change elevators like 3 times if you get in those really tall buildings,
Right.
like what is that? The Empire State
State
Building.
Building.
It
State
also
Building.
strikes back.
And you get up there, and then they got these binoculars, and you got to put money in them. And you put money in the binoculars so you could stare down. And you know what people do? They stare down at the spot where they were standing a half hour ago before they made the trek up to the top.
Wow.
Could have saved yourself a lot of money. Go to the bottom of the building, look around, then leave. Why do people do that? It's like, oh, that's where I just was.
They want to see if they're still there. Did that just go nowhere?
I don't
Did that
even
just
know
go
if that was a
nowhere?
curiosity.
They wanna see if
as
they're
much
still
as-
there?
No. I said they want to see if they're still there, and it just nothing.
It's just
there was
such
nothingness.
a rant.
It was.
He really
I
felt
thought it was-
passionate about that one.
I thought that was good. They want to see if they're still there.
I thought that was rhetorical.
If they left their wallet, their phone.
They're
That's
like,
why
oh,
they do that. What else we got?
Okay.
Moving right along.
If an electrical outlet, why do they call it an outlet if you plug things into it? Wouldn't it be called an inlet?
No, it lets out electricity.
Oh, see, now there's an intelligent answer.
Well, well, you didn't think they want to see where they've been, or they want to see if they're still there? Wasn't an intelligent answer?
Why does it take 15 minutes to cook minute rice?
wow.
It does.
It does.
It does.
It sure does.
Does
well,
it?
It depends
You can't
on
cook it in 1 minute. It doesn't
depends
happen.
It depends on the cook, because it takes me 15 minutes to boil a 3-minute egg.
That sounds about right.
If a number 2 pencil is the most popular pencil on the planet, why is it not called number 1?
Because it's number 1 is softer. Yeah, it's
But
a
it's not
drawing
that.
thing.
But it's
It's a drawing thing.
all right.
Number 2 is a little darker. Number
You're
1 is a little
asking for
softer.
answers.
Yeah.
Why do they sterilize needles at lethal injections?
That one's a good one.
They do. Do you ever see them? They swab the site.
They're like, here we go.
Wouldn't
know,
want you to
I
get an
didn't-
infection
I didn't know that.
in the
I
next
did-
17 seconds.
I'd be like,
didn't
just
know that.
stab me
They
with
do it. They do it. I've seen it. I've seen it because, you know,
Tammy's in shock over here.
my friends, you know, I've had many friends decided to go that way. Anyway, Donald Duck. Donald Duck wears a shirt, no pants.
Yes.
But every cartoon, when he gets out of the shower, he wraps a towel around his waist. Why?
Ooh.
And am I the only one watching cartoons with Donald Duck showering?
No. Oh my God. Whoa.
That's on that other channel. Never mind.
That's
No.
a different side of
Think
the
about it.
internet right there.
You see it all the time. He gets out, he's got the towel around his waist. And then he
doesn't
takes the
want-
towel off and puts the shirt on and leaves his bottom.
He doesn't want anybody to see
Leaves
his
his
beak.
bottom. Oh my.
What?
He doesn't want anybody to see his beak.
Why isn't he wearing pants, Gary?
You know, because when your beak is wet, it shrinks.
Shrinkage. Lovely.
Oh my God, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Guys.
If Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares, why'd they even write a song about the damn thing? Why?
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago.
What do people in China call their good plates? Sit down. Let me sit out the Americans.
The good Americans.
Yeah.
Let me set out the good Americans. I'm still working on Jimmy Crack Corn because the master's gone away.
Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Why are you singing about it
The
then?
master's gone away.
That's like me singing a song about Brussels sprouts. Nobody cares.
I just don't get it. That's
All
like
right.
that's like
He's
writing a song saying, "I painted my house, but nobody noticed, and my bosses
I think
left
that's
town."
I think that's the song
It just
Blue.
it doesn't
What-
make
what-
sense. It
I think
doesn't
it's-
make sense at all.
I'm sorry.
All the
whole
things we've
song
talked about,
doesn't.
that's the one you're hooked on?
That's Jimmy Crack Corn. I don't care. What is
right.
it? The tone, the tune. It just. I don't get it.
What about the
else
song
we got?
Blue? Blue dabba dee dabba die.
Well, we know why that's your favorite.
If I was green, I would die. I think that's It's a myth. Anyway, sorry, buddy.
If somebody accidentally
Yep, that's it. That's a
if
good
somebody
curiosity.
accidentally misspelled a word in the dictionary, how would we ever know?
Thank you, the internet.
Is the word typo is in the dictionary, isn't it?
Yes. But do we know that's spelled properly?
Yeah. Maybe it's type toe. You don't know.
What? Really?
What did I say?
Why is there an expiration date on sour cream? Why?
Can get a little bit more
Don't want it to turn sour.
I don't want it to turn
more sour.
no. What is it when it's ripe? You don't want it to turn ripe
It might
because it
turn.
loses its flavor.
It might turn good.
It might turn good. Yeah. All of a sudden, the sour cream. Oh, the sour cream is ripe.
All right.
That doesn't work. Ripe cream.
Oh, that sounds wrong.
Do you ever have cured ham?
No, I don't like ham. So move on to the next one.
You asked the wrong
You've
guy.
heard of cured ham, right?
I've heard of it. Yes.
I've heard of sick ham too.
Shouldn't they put on the label what it was cured from?
Pneumonia. The
I mean, if they cured it, I want to know what sickness it had before they cured it.
I think it's curd.
I think it's the swine flu.
It's curd, isn't it? Curd ham. It's not cured.
Cured.
It's cured.
Cured. It means something.
Did you hear that? That was Tammy's voice.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I
Did you
don't
hear
know if
that?
the mic picked it up.
It means something different. Don't. It was a rhetorical question.
Okay, I won't.
It was a rhetorical question.
I certainly won't.
Remember the Smothers
Don't-
Brothers, the rhetorical? It was a rhetorical camera. Didn't need any film. All right. So. All right. Are you overwhelmed?
I'm under.
You're underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed.
I've been underwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed. Have you ever been whelmed?
Why hasn't anybody ever been whelmed? Why can't you
Why-
just be
I'm
whelmed?
whelmed
Can you
right
be
now.
whelmed?
I'm pretty whelmed.
I'm feeling awful whelmed. It just
Well,
doesn't.
no, that sounds super sad. You
Is
just be
whelmed-
like, I feel whelmed today.
Is
You know,
whelmed
it's
in
just
the
neutral.
is whelmed in the dictionary, or is it spelled wrong?
It's probably spelled wrong.
I wonder.
You know what? They left the word out. That's why we only have over and under.
If electricity comes from electrons, then morality must come from morons.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
And more on than more off.
How long does a fish have to wait after they eat before they can go swimming again?
They just
Do you
float
remember
there.
that when you were a kid? Oh my God, that was like the biggest thing ever. It's like you just had a sandwich. If you go in the water, you will drown and die.
My grandfather used to be an expert on telling you when you can go in the water with what you ate. He'd say like, but
Oh,
you
he
had
would
macaroni
calculate
and
it?
cheese, 45 minutes. You had hot dogs,
no.
Franks and beans. No, you can't go in for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
No, Franks and
There's
beans.
no way. It's
You can't
just
go in for the
no
rest of the
way.
day.
Yeah. If you ate marshmallows, you can go in right away because you float. Just, I don't know. So, what do you call it when fat people swim naked? You can't call it skinny dipping. What do you call it?
My God.
Is that wrong?
I
That's-
think we're getting into the dark side.
That's pretty good. You better save some because we're coming
Oh.
back. How long have we been on? We've been on
We've
for
been
a
on for
while.
like
This is our-
45 minutes
our
or so.
longest,
Listen.
Oh no, we've been on for 55 minutes.
Okay.
So we've been.
We're going
on
to
for a
wrap it
good
up.
45.
I just want you to know, I don't run out. There is
Oh,
no
good.
there is
Okay.
no end to my
These are
depravity.
his shower thoughts.
There is
Is it
none.
depravity or depravity?
Depravity.
Depravity. Or is it
'Cause he's
cured or
depraved.
curd?
Okay.
There's-
I think curd is a type of cheese.
Okay. If you got in a cab and they drove backwards the whole way, would they owe you money?
No, that didn't work in
That was
Ferris
funny.
Bueller.
Oh, that's right. They tried that.
We'll just put the miles back. We'll put it in reverse.
All right. I just want to end with this. I got one last one. And this is a curiosity that is a real curiosity. I was thinking about nursery rhymes the other day. I think we talked about it one time about the
Briefly.
god-awful things we say to kids.
Right.
Babies
You know,
falling
the
from
awful
trees.
things and
Yeah.
the, rockabye baby,
Ring around the
when the
rosy.
bow breaks, you're falling to your death and all those other things we say, the lovely little things we say. The Humpty Dumpty.
He had a great fall.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty together again. Is that right? Does that sound right?
Yes.
That's correct, yeah.
It never says he's a freaking egg. Humpty
Well-
Dumpty could have been a guy
Well,
who fell off a bridge and broke into all these
Wait.
pieces and shattered. And the king's horses, king's men, I mean, they should have probably called a surgeon if they want to put them
First
together,
of
and they
all-
couldn't put them together. They never say he's an egg anywhere in there.
why are the horses trying? They got hooves. They don't have thumbs. That's like my cats trying to
What?
do surgery. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Why are the horses there trying to help Humpty? They can't do.
Really? They don't even have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, that's just what I said.
That's right.
Exactly.
You're
what-
right. That's a good point.
That's why they couldn't put them back together again.
All
They couldn't.
hoof.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was sitting up there and he was feeling quite whelmed and he just jumped.
He's like, I'm feeling
was whelmed.
quite
He was whelmed because
today.
we're not sure what that means and it could be bad.
Well, no, if underwhelmed and overwhelmed aren't.
I thought it was
Well, overwhelmed
Humpty
is bad.
Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men
Couldn't-
had omelets.
Okay. They scrambled him.
But
They gotta make it
nowhere
right,
in
buddy.
there does it designate that he is an egg.
All the cartoons do.
Yeah.
But I think
that was-
But here's the thing: is I think in the original Mother Goose tales or whatever, because I think that was a part of that. They had drawings.
Mother Goose was one sick. Never
Oh,
mind.
have you
She was-
read
she
Grimm
was
fairy tales?
Grimm's fairy tales were worse.
Oh
I mean,
my God.
everybody was getting eaten by ogres or
Witch.
some god awful
There
things.
was a witch in a candy house. That's messed.
Oh yeah,
That
Hansel
wanted
and
to
Gretel,
eat
right?
kids.
Hansel and Gretel, and then Hansel and Gretel threw the witch into the.
Yeah.
the
Hansel
oven.
and Gretel, they went into the woods, they left a trail of breadcrumbs, and then they met Jeffrey Dahmer's aunt. You know, I mean, like, why is this a good thing?
Jeffrey Dahmer's
I mean, for
aunt.
crying out loud, if you're going to tell them that, just put them in the crib, put a big TV in front of them, and let them watch Scarface, for Christ's sake.
They'll kill themselves.
Say hello to my little friend.
That was a
All right.
horrible machine gun noise.
Anyway,
There we go.
hey, happy holiday. 4th of July. Let's remind everybody to come out to Fort Lauderdale Beach. If you're in the area, come out to where is it going to be easy to
Las
find?
Olas Boulevard.
So that's up on the northern end of Fort
1A and Los
Lauderdale
Olas
Beach.
Boulevard, yep.
Yeah, don't go down by the
Duh. Down by
worst
duh.
parking lot ever. You know that one at the south end of Fort Lauderdale Beach? Worst parking lot. One entrance, one exit, 28,000 parking spots. And it's like this loop of death you got to get on. I mean, you know, I actually did not need a shave when I started that trek. And I left there with a full beard. It was like awful.
And he's never shaved since.
No,
Mainly
I-
because he keeps going there. So, what?
I'm afraid what's under here. I can't shave it.
I'm the one day that they buzzed you a little too close in the face. I was a little scared.
Gary, you're looking awful pensive.
He's very pensive.
Are you whelmed?
I'm whelmed.
He's just so quiet. It's like all of a sudden it's like Gary said, 55 minutes. I'm done.
Oh, you guys are going strong here.
No, we're waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to kick in because I don't know how to end the show at this point.
Well, if you have an addiction,
Oh boy, here we go.
then call Karen. Because you need not have that addiction anymore. You are stuck in a pattern and you need to get off of the pattern. But in the meantime,
Is that your hypnotist voice?
that is my
You were
hypnosis voice.
hypnotizing me.
All right,
That is
Scott.
my hypnosis voice. That is my serious voice. Get help if you have an addiction. If you know somebody who has an addiction, that's what this is all about. We're having a great time here, but live out loud. Have a wonderful, safe life, sober.
786-514-0893 if you need help with addiction. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock at Fort Lauderdale Beach. Check out Brass Evolution. I got it right. I knew what it was all the time.
He did. He knew which band to say.
And watch Gary and Gary's friends.
I won't be pensive.
Just have a great. You will. You
He'll
will
be
be. You will be
whelmed
whelmed
the
by
whole
the
time.
music.
I will be whelmed, not pensive.
He'll be super whelmed.
No, come out, have a good time with everybody, and there's just because some people are going to be out there partying and drinking and stuff. You know what? There's still like 80% of the people that don't do that. You know, they're really, it's not everybody. So don't focus on it. Focus on having a good time. Spend time with your families. Have some hot dogs. Have a great time. Cook out. And be careful. If you bring fireworks home.
Brewing
If
fireworks.
you bring. I am enunciating every word.
Who's brewing
If
fireworks?
you bring fireworks home, please be careful. Please be careful. Remember, kids should be at least 3 years old before they handle M80s.
And be sure to keep their fingers away.
Yeah. Yeah, just be careful. Have a safe and fun holiday. We're going to catch them. We'll be on next week.
We'll be on next week.
We don't know when. We're going to find time.
And we don't know where.
Well,
We could be here.
I don't know. I kind of like it here. I think we should just take this place over. What do you think, Gary?
Okay.
I'm being pensive.
He's being a little whelmed right now.
I would come. I threw the word out there, but I don't even know what pensive means.
That's okay. I like it.
It would, pensive.
Gary Pensive Wayne.
Gary, great to be back on the air with you, brother.
Nice to be back on the air with you.
All right. He touched me again. I love
I
it.
did.
I love it.
Gross.
Well, after that hypnotist voice, I'm a little, excited. All right, so
No.
This voice is very good. I'd like to teach the world.
all right, everybody out there, I want to thank you for joining us at Live Out Loud podcast. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott.
No, he's Judy.
Yeah, I'm
Judy
Judy.
Finkel. I'm
And
Gary.
this is Gary Pensive Wayne. And we got Smurf over in the corner. We'll catch you next time.
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
Be good to somebody.